volume button all the way on the right on the top. All the way on the right on the top on the keyboards.
Oh.
See that volume? Yep, there you go, Tom.
Is it? Am I good to go?
You're good to go.
I don't see anybody.
Oh yeah. We'll see if anybody pops on top.
What up? If you're there, throw me some love, yo. All right. There. I'm here with my boy Ed Curry, chilling, and I made headlines again. Other YouTube channels are picking it up, saying your boy's over here talking conspiracy theories and stuff, and that's true and all, like I'm on here talking about, yeah, that's right, except for it ain't round. But I'm on here talking about flat earth and stuff, and like I could go down other conspiracy trains, like I could go down the rabbit hole on a lot of different conspiracy stuff. But I'm here to explain to you a little something. So way back when my boy back here picked up the Guinness World Record for Pepper X. Yeah, go Pepper X, that's right. Yo. There were a lot of conspiracies floating around at the time. There was the conspiracy, that Ed was a member of the Illuminati and that he also like owned Wells Fargo, or Wells Fargo was backing all this pepper stuff. Man, there were all kinds of theories going around. And, I decided I needed to jump on the conspiracy train too. I needed to find a conspiracy that spoke to my heart, because there were all those ever popular Ed took the Reaper or took the Pepper X from somebody, or Ed didn't even create Pepper X, that it was just a myth, that it was a marketing ploy and all these other things. And I was like, I need a conspiracy to get behind. Because I know that Pepper X is real. I know that Ed bred it. I was around for, seeing test results and stuff like that. So I went down the conspiracy rabbit hole. And flat earth is what spoke to me. I watched a lot of stuff. And in fact, I told some other coworkers, all right, yeah, the earth is flat, yada, yada, yada. But then I started seeing things, the NASA hairspray, where they spray, like when they're up there in that little supposedly floating thing orbiting the earth. Like why did the women spray their hairspray straight up like this? They're doing flips and stuff on camera and their hair ain't moving. Now I've seen those 0G plane videos where that plane that goes up and drops and they're at 0Gs and their hair's everywhere. So why does NASA have to hairspray to get their hair up like this? What's the deal, man? What's the deal, NASA? Why you gotta fake it? Why you gotta fake the funk? Like, is it because we're spending billions and billions of dollars every year giving you guys all this money? Is that it? I don't know. Am I losing them? Ed, am I losing them? I don't know.
You're just supposed to explain why you're doing
conspiracy. Oh, okay. So yeah, I jumped on board a conspiracy because of all the conspiracies about Ed. So that's why I talk about flat earth and everything like that. Like you guys want me to get on another one? Like I could start believing in orphan trains. Have you seen that one? The mud flood, like how they had to repopulate the United States because mud flood happened. Titarian society, like all these advanced, like free everything. Oh yeah. So anyway, that's it. That's all I had. Like Pepper X is real. The earth is most possibly round. Me, I don't know, but that's why does Ed wear a Chilli shirt? because he supports his friends in the Great White North. Hosers. So that's it. Yeah. Ever watch Why Flies of Hecklefish? No. Why do flies like hecklefish? What's a hecklefish? Flies? Is it like dog manure and flies on dog manure? Is that what a hecklefish is? I don't know. You ever sprayed yourself in the face? In the face with what? Like sludge? How about the great haggis conspiracy? Haggis is real, man. Like, I got a toy haggis from when my mom went over there. She brought me back a toy haggis. They're real. They run around. Just like snipes. You ever been snipe hunting? Snipe hunting is like pretty cool. Like, you go out in the woods and you catch a snipe in a bag or a bunch of pine cones and you shake it around. The children's all go, ah, snipes. Yep. Well, anyway, haggis is a food. I know haggis is a food, but it's also a little tiny fuzzy creature that runs around like nagas. You ever seen naga hide before? Where do you think it comes from? It comes from the nagas, man. That's why I'm personally doing a foundation called Save the Nagas, where we are going to save nagas from senselessly being slaughtered to make sofas and in car interiors and stuff like that. You know, save the nagas, save the haggis. You know, we could do something with haggis too, I guess. So yeah. The why flies. I don't know. I just watch TikTok for conspiracies, and I'm not allowed to watch it at home anymore because my son overhears it and my wife gets all upset about it. So I'm not allowed to watch TikTok at home anymore. But it's better than the TikTok I was watching before the conspiracy. I was watching like dark humor stuff, and yeah, she didn't like that either. So dude on an alien spaceship. Yeah. Nah, I don't know, man. Like, I worked with a dude back in California that thought that he'd been picked up by aliens a few times. The Matrix, like, I mean, was it just a movie? Was it something else? No, it was a movie, guys. We can't stop bullets with our minds. All right? You can't stop bullets with your minds. I don't know about aliens. Like, I don't know if they come from the other side of the ice wall or outer space or how they get through the firmament. I don't know. Yeah, dark humor. Like, if you want to go down the TikTok dark humor stuff, like it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of broken upstairs too, so like I find things funny that might not be funny to most people. Stuff I'm not going to talk about on Ed's channel, but like it's all just fun. Game of Thrones, that kind of ice wall, man, that was a good show. Like, I lost my HBO though. Dish Network stopped carrying it, so I never got to finish it. I'd love to finish it though. Climb up the edge of the flat earth, you know, through that, what do they call it? Space ice. That's what they call it. Space ice. It's really blue and they can't drill through it. I don't know. Is Smoking Ed watching, or is that just always on the bottom of the thing, Smoking Ed? Oh, I could see that. I could see how the Matrix movie was an attempt to discredit the real thing, because are we really in a Matrix? Or like, I've seen some tickety talk where they show like clips where they're like, the Matrix is broken and you see the kid ride by twice on his bicycle, the same kid, but like I think that's just good CGIF, just like when they make the blue marble, you know. They just like they Photoshop it because it has to be Photoshopped, that sort of thing. Bigfoot and Elvis. I think Elvis is probably dead. And I don't know about Bigfoot. Like, if Bigfoot was out there, wouldn't he come and say hello once in a while? Like, you know, like Harry and the Hendersons. Like, that Bigfoot was a cool Bigfoot. What's up, y'all? The chemtrails, like, I think that's when the plane is flying through the atmosphere and it gets ice on its wings or something. I don't know about chemtrails. Like, I've seen some strange stuff though. Living in California, I saw this plane. I took some pictures of it. Like, the plane was flying and there was like this dark line, like a shadow line directly in front of it as far as the eye could see. And I don't know if that was just a shadow or if that was some sort of new radar technology or not. Like, I don't know. I'm not educated enough to actually like be telling you guys what's up and all. You know, so like, there are no real pictures of Earth and its entirety. Yeah, I don't know. I know some Disney animators say that they photoshopped the Earth, but I don't know. Yeah. I would believe Google says there's no legitimate zero real pictures of the Earth. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but don't like, if I tell you guys that the Earth is flat, like, don't go telling your kids, oh yeah, like Tom over there at Puckerbutt says the Earth is flat, so go to your school and tell them the Earth is flat. Like, that's probably not a good idea. Listening to me is probably not a good idea. Megalodons, I've never seen a live megalodon. Doesn't mean they're not out there beyond the ice wall somewhere swimming freely, you know, and all their happiness. You think megalodons were a happy creature? I saw a movie called Megalodon and it wasn't a good movie. So you guys can take my word for that. I didn't find the Megalodon movie worth watching. But you know that other movie, where the sharks are flying through New York, like, now that's a good movie to watch. You guys want? Yeah, the Meg, it was garbage. But Sharknado was awesome. I introduced my nephews to Sharknado. Totally don't believe that sharks can get caught up in a tornado though, and that they can start eating people in midair. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Yeah, it was a good movie though. That one's worth watching. The Meg was not worth watching. Have you seen those? Have you seen the ones about the giant trees that they're saying that all these plateaus and stuff were really giant trees at one time, and that giants hacked them down with giant axes? And they also, now they're showing me like these giant mushrooms that rock used to be a giant mushroom. Like, I don't know. I didn't see it before it was a rock. The rocks look like giant mushrooms, but was it really a giant mushroom and then turned into a rock? I don't know. The most research I do, guys, is on TikTok. Like I'm not trying to start no debates or anything like that. But that's the extent of my research is watching TikTok conspiracy. Like, and there's a lot of TikTok conspiracy that's even really hard for me to like buy into. Like, so I don't know why, if the Earth was flat, why it's warm in Florida and cold in Ohio. Like, there's videos showing the like what they think the sun does on a flat Earth and what the moon does on a flat Earth. They also said the moon isn't real. There's videos saying the moon isn't real and that it's just like a mirage or something through the waters, or they call it something, I can't remember, but that's another one where it's really hard for me to buy that the moon isn't real. Like, Jesus is real. Yeah, he's real. He's real to me anyway. Like, you guys have your right to believe whatever. You guys have the right to believe that the Earth is round. You guys have the right to believe that the Earth is flat. Just love one another, as Ed would say. And yeah, and hopefully I'll make the news on another TikTok channel, or not TikTok. I got my own TikTok channel. Check it out. It's mostly not flat Earth. Like, in fact, there is no flat Earth on my TikTok channel. My TikTok channel has, how would you say it? Like, is it, I don't know if they're hobos playing instruments. Like, is that an acceptable term? But I do when I travel around, I like to find street performers playing instruments. That's my gig, man. Like that, and people throwing up at hot sauce shows, but I don't post the people throwing up at hot sauce shows out of the kindness of my heart, although I find it really amusing to video, and I've got a whole bunch of video in my phone of that. Maybe I'll start posting some of those. I don't know. Do you have to get permission from people to post them throwing up peppers? I don't know. But how about them 49ers pulling it off? Like, personally, I don't watch, organized sports, but like I watched the first half of I went to an event and we watched the first half of that football game. Yeah, Taylor Swift was there. And I thought the Chiefs were going to be, I didn't think the 49ers did not win. I thought the 49ers were going to win, but the Chiefs beat them. Yeah, that's how much I'm into football. But I did watch it, like half of it till halftime. And Taylor Swift was there. But yeah, I just came on here, guys, to tell you that, the whole conspiracy thing all started when there was a bunch of conspiracies about Ed, and I decided I needed to get behind my own conspiracy, and that's what I went with, was flat Earth. It was, out of all the conspiracies I've seen, that one did have a lot of cool stuff on it that I was able to like say, yo, that's interesting. But I don't know if the Earth is flat. I'm not a scientist. I work with peppers and with my boy Ed back here. Ancient Aliens, like that show is, man, like that's another one of those where it's hard to wrap my brain around the ancient alien thing, like I think it would be easier to wrap my brain around the flat Earth than the ancient aliens. But yeah, the Chiefs were just good at making comebacks. Yeah, I don't know. The Chiefs didn't look like they were doing very well in the first half, but I kept telling my wife, look, them red guys are tackling them guys in the gold, and like I didn't know, like you're allowed to wear like yellow gloves and yellow shoes, and they look like flags. I'm like, are there flags flying? Like, I don't know. They're wearing yellow shoes and yellow gloves. It was pretty like interesting. Like Jordan wasn't allowed to wear his Jordans when they first came out because they didn't fit like regulation. But again, like if we want to go down conspiracies, like Caesar held gladiator games to keep the people entertained because they were uprising over stuff. So are we holding like football games and basketball games to keep the people entertained, keep their minds off the matrix? I don't know. But 5 conspirators walk into a bar. Coincidence? I don't think so. I like that. That's pretty funny. So yeah, guys, like, I don't know. Smoking Ed, do you have anything to say? I don't know. I don't know, man. OJ wore gloves. He did. But did they fit? Because if they didn't fit, you must have quit. I don't know if there's an uprising coming our way. Who knows? Is there? He does look like Is that cardboard Ed or is that the real Ed? I don't know. Like, I think I should sign off though, because I don't have anything to give away. I don't know if the moon is hollow, but I did watch a movie where Hitler was riding a dinosaur on the moon. It wasn't a very good movie, but it was like I don't know. What was the name of that movie? I can't remember. Nazis in outer space or something. I don't know what it was. But Hitler was riding a T-Rex on the moon. I don't know. I haven't gone down the Illuminati rabbit hole too much. Like that's a deep rabbit hole to go down, but like who knows? Like I'm not saying that those people may or may not be. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff here. Is it the real Tom? Good question. All right, guys. Sorry for taking up 21 minutes of your time, but I'm going to sign off. All right. No, I'm not smoking no Pepper X. Have you seen the guy though that smokes like, and he starts coughing? I don't even know if that video's still up. Like, who knows? All right, y'all. Love you. Have a great day, and love one another. Be kind. Be good to each other, and maybe I made another YouTube show. Peace, y'all. End stream. End it.